Hi, I'm Amy. I'm in the marketing department here at Bunnik Tours. I've been at Bunnik Tours for 8 years now. I was super fortunate enough to go on the Discover Vietnam small group tour. So my highlight of the tour was actually on the very first day of the trip. We had done like sightseeing in the morning, we were getting to know everyone. But then in the evening, we did a cooking class at Rose Kitchen. It was in the side streets of Hanoi, so super hidden. To begin with, they take us to the markets. And then once you've collected all the ingredients for dinner, then they walk you to the kitchen in the back alleys. And the chefs were incredible. They were so hands-on, and I came home with so many techniques and recipes and stuff to try at home. Then we had a massive feast. Entrees, mains, desserts. We got to try some local liquor as well. And that was just amazing. It was so fun. So many laughs. I rolled back onto the bus. My favourite experience of the whole trip was the Vespa tour we did in Saigon. It's basically a foodie tour of the city where you get in the back of the Vespa and they take you to all the hidden spots throughout the city that you would just never find on your own. In each location, we got to try different foods kind of like unique to that neighbourhood. So fun. And the coolest thing is that you get to see Saigon by night in a way that you probably never would. This experience, you truly live like a local. I think what surprised me the most about Vietnam is still how much culture has been retained in the country, but most of it still feels so untouched. Even in the cities, all the little alleyways and the narrow city streets still feel so traditional. And I think it hasn't really been taken over by the Western tourism world yet, that it still feels very authentic. It's got it all there. Another place that really surprised me in Vietnam was actually Vung Tau. It's a place that can't be missed. So that's where the Australian Army had based themselves during the Vietnam War. It's just such a lively little city along the Esplanade. It was quite the perfect place to go and relax and take it all in after a relatively heavy day of sightseeing and history. We had a few afternoons off sightseeing, which is like the perfect opportunity to go and explore the city on our own. On the first day in Hanoi, me and my travel buddy, we went to the train street where the train bolts down the street in Hanoi, and it's really cool. You can sit trackside with your cup of Vietnamese coffee. You just watch the train go past. It's really cool. You see all the chairs rattling, and you can't miss. My favourite place on tour overall was Halong Bay. It is just so serene, and the pictures truly just don't do it justice. Sitting in bed and you open your window and you're looking out to all the other boats going past and just the massive like limestone cliffs. It's truly like one in a million. In Discover Vietnam, we start in the north in Hanoi and we do Halong Bay, and we like fly and make our way down to the centre of Hoi An, Da Nang and all the places around there, and then we fly down to the south. And then in the south we do Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City and the Mekong Delta. So the nice thing about this tour, it's a mix of everything. It's super fun.